Guitar Buddies, classic Steely Dan featuring Larry Carlton. That was Kid Charlemagne. So I started just before the guitar solo, but everything's there because after that it contains the same verse chorus structure. Okay, so on the intro to the song and before the guitar solo, etc., we've got a C7 sharp 9 chord. I started playing here just before the solo. That kind of stuff. I'm playing the root, the sharp 9 and the 7th, C, D sharp and B flat there on 5, 4 and 6 on the top 3 strings. But you can also play it here. The classic Hendrix chord shape of 3 on A, 2, 3, 4. C, E, B flat, D sharp. Okay, classic kind of funky sound on that chord there. All right. And then we're into the chords for the verse. So we're starting with an A minor. I'm just playing on the top 4 strings. Just playing it kind of. So that kind of rhythm. So. And just kind of keeping a little damping my fingers. So keeping them up and down. Then just putting the pressure on my fingers when I want the notes to sound. So. So here I'm playing G, B, E and G. So the second chord is a G6. So I've got root, 3rd, 6th, root. Okay. And then here we go to... So we've got an F6-9. Okay. So we don't play the root in this chord. We don't need to because the bass is playing that. So we're playing the interesting notes. We've got the 3rd, we've got the 6th, we've got the 9th, and on top we've got the 5th there. So we've got A and D and G and C. That's 7 and 7 on D and G, then 8 and 8. And then again, same thing with this chord. We've got a B flat 13. So we're not playing the B flat. Again, that's in the bass part. And so we can play 7th, 3rd, and there we got the 13th. And there we've got the 9th. So we've got A flat, D, G and C. So a really nice sequence of chords. And that, so we do that twice. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got... So did you feel that Jesus? So here I've got, I'm playing a G on 3, on 5, 4, 3 on the D, G and B strings. And then just flattening my finger to get a C, back to G. G again, A minor on 7, 5, 5, same strings. Back to that G6 chord. We've got and I've got, so here I'm playing, we've got, basically it's an F chord, okay, but we've got a D in the bass, which makes it, when you put all the notes together, between the bass and guitar, a D minor 7, okay, but you can think of it as F, whatever works for you. Basically, it's just 3, 2 and 1. Okay, on the D, G and B strings. And then just sliding up to that G6 down to F6. So we've got 5, 4, 5 down to 3, 2, 3. Okay, and then we've got, so the next bit I'm playing just again on the D, G and B strings, an E minor 7, E, G, D, 2, open, 3. And then I'm playing an A minor, and then playing A, C and E. So basically 5, 5, 5 and 7, 5, 5. So So, and then an E minor 7. So 7, 9, 7, 8, 7. Then just a D5, so A, D, A. So 7, 7, 10. Okay, and then first time it goes back to. Okay, we've got that, and then we've got the second time we've got a chorus. Okay, so we do the verse all over again. Okay, all that stuff. Yeah, then you got. So that's the Kid Charlemagne bit. But it's just D minor 7. So E minor 7 3 times. Okay. Then playing an F7, 3, 2, and 4. G7, 5, 4, 6. Then that or that. Okay, whatever you want to play that inversion. That's C7 sharp 9. Okay, and those like verse choruses repeat until we get to the guitar solo, which is kind of where we jumped in. And there we've got the. We're starting there just like normal after the chorus on that funky chord, but then we're playing. So we've got okay, so I'm playing there, little lead into the solo, and E minor 7 flat 5. Okay, great chords with Steely Dan. So we've got 7, 8, 7, 8 to an A7. Okay. Then a little fill, C sharp, D, E, 6, 7, 5. And then we're into the chords for the solo. So I'm playing D minor. D minor 7, just take my finger off there. Then B minor 7 flat 5 to E7. So that's 2, 3, 2, 3. So it's just that chord, put down here on to an E7. Okay, and then we've got a sequence of A minor, G6. Okay, so it's just a G, but move your little finger over to 5 on the B string. Okay, and then I'm playing an F major 7. That's 8 on A, 10, 9, 8. 8, 10, 9, 10, 8. Then again, classic Steely Dan, the interesting chords. So rather than just playing E minor, we've got an E minor sharp 5. Okay, the fifth being a B, now raised to C. So I'm playing E, the root, D, the 7th, G, the 3rd, and C there, the sharp 5. So we've got 7 on A, 7 on G, 8 on B, 8 on E. And then we've got a little transition, like a 2/4 bar, where we go from D minor 7 to B7. Okay. And then that takes us into an E minor sequence. So we're going E minor 7 actually. Down to D. Down to C major 7. Then you've got. Okay, then we go back to E minor 7 and D over E. So I'm just playing 7 on A, 7, 7, 7. So, okay, and then we play the verse chords again. So we're playing A minor, G6, F6 9, B flat 13. Okay, and then we, instead of playing, I'm just, because it's the solo, so I'm kind of simplifying it a bit underneath. I'm just playing F, G6, A minor, G6. Okay, and then putting that back in again. Okay, or you could play D minor, G, F. Okay, whatever you want. And then E minor 7, F major 7 again, and then you're into that little funky section, that kind of section that bridges a lot of parts of the song. Okay, so that's your verse, chorus, and solo, and then there's just the outro. So again, you're coming in after a chorus and that. And the chords for that outro section: F major 7, E minor 7, D minor 7, C major 7. Just going round on those 4 chords until it fades out. Okay, great stuff. And next we'll take a look at the solos. It's such a great solo by Larry Carlton. The first section is based around the A blues scale. Okay, so I'm starting with a bend, D to E, releasing that to D, so bending on 7 on the G string, and release. C on 5, and then on the D string, A on 7. And then we've got a bend, so bending twice from D to E, release that D. Okay, that's your first phrase, and then we're going. So we've got. So again, it's all the blues scale here. So I'm starting by sliding from about 2. So from the A to the E, it's on 9. Then going up G, A, C. So this is all that kind of what's known as the B.B. King box pattern of 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay. So I'm going G, A, C, 8, 10, 8. Well, bend into that E flat. So not quite up to the E. Release. So release to D, C, and then A. So 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. And then slide in C, D, C. So 8, 10, 8. And then we've got a little kind of transposition here because we're going D minor 7 to B7, taking us into an E minor section. Okay, so that's sort of cleverly following the chord tones here. So we're out of the A minor blues scale now. We've got this D minor 7 lick. So we're starting on a little slide to the 3rd of the chord, E to F, and then we've got A, the 5th of the chord, C, the 7th, D, the root. Okay, so we're playing 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 13, 10. And then we've got that B7 chord, so we now move up to 2 B7 chord tones of D sharp and F sharp. So it's a great transition to take us into the next sequence. And then, so we're playing around this E minor scale. Okay, so we've got that 11 and 14. So we've got 9, 10, 10, 13, 10, 11, 14, 14. So 11, 14, 11, 14. Then we've got, and then so we've got bending to that G. So bending up. So we played that F sharp, but now we bend a semitone up to G. Back down to F sharp. Then we're playing B, D, E, F sharp, bend to G. Back to E. And then we've got, so we're playing here. So we're jumping from 12 on the E string to 12 on the G string. So we're playing G, A. So this is all E minor pentatonic here. So we've got G, A, D, E, 12, 14, 15, 17. Then A, D. So just play A, D, A, D, A. Yeah, so 14, 15, 14, 15, 17. So okay. Then we start here with a little pre-bend. So just a little semitone bend down on 17 to G on 15, so that A down to A, G on 15 on the E string, back to A, back to G, D on 15 on the B string, back to G on 15, and E on 17, sorry, on the B string. Then land on that B on 16 on the G string. And then you've got yeah. And that great little lick here. So what I'm playing here is, again, it's all E minor pentatonic here. So I'm sliding A to B, 14 to 16, then 15 to 17, D to E. Then G, B, G, A, B. So 15, 17. So sorry, 15, 19, sorry. Pull off back to 15, then 17, back to 19. Then you move this first finger down a fret. So you've got an F sharp there. So we've got F sharp, D. So 14, 15 on B. Then we do a little pull off and hammer on B, A, B, 16, 14, 16 on the G string. go back to the E minor pentatonic here, D, E, G. So 15, 17, 15. Bend that A and release back to the A on 17. Great lick, okay? And then we're moving back down the neck, back to the kind of A minor. Okay, so we've got an A minor 9 there, that B is 9th note. So I'm just playing A, B, C, just with a bend. Back to the B. A, B again. So 5, 7, bend, 7, 5, 7. Then slide to 7. Then we're coming down. B, G, E. So 8, 9, 7. Of the G and B strings. So, yeah, play it better. Okay, and then we've got a great little lick here. We're going. So we're doing. We've got this pedal tone. So we're sliding to C from about 4, F sharp, and E. So we're going slide to 10 on D string, 9 on the G string. So then we're basically playing up the blues scale. Okay, but putting that E note in between each note. So we've got. So we've got 9 on the G string between each note. So on the B, 8, 9, 10, 9. Then on E, 8, 9, 10, 9. So we've got. Then slide to 12. And then A to C. So 10 to 13. Yeah. So here we've got this B flat 13 chord. Okay. So we've got. And we're hitting kind of notes from that chord. So it's very clever where he's following the chords. So it's a kind of great sounding lick. We're starting on the 3rd of the chord, D to B flat, the root, and the 9th to the 7th, D, B flat, C, A flat, then we're going C, G, E flat. So just going down on the 8th fret. So, and then just landing C, B, B flat on the root of the chord. So we've got 10, 11, 8, 9 of the E and B strings. Then C again, 8. So 10, 11, 8, 9, 8, then 8, 8, G, E flat, or the B and G string. So then going C, B, B flat, 10, 9, 8. Then the next phrase we've got is. So we're starting by sliding just a semitone into an A. So 6 to 7, then 5, 5. Basically got an A minor chord there. Okay. And then So 5, 5, 7, 5. So 5 on B, 5 on G, 7 to 5. Okay, so go. Then we go. So we're sliding now into a G. So we're going up to a B on 9 from 7. Then D, G, D, G. Okay. 7, 8, 7, 8. And then we've got. So play C and bend into a B. So 8, bend on 10 on the B string. Yeah. Back to A. Then 9, 7, 9, E, D, E. Okay, then we've got just nice, simple, but effective. Okay, A, D, A, E, A, D, A, E. 7, 7, 7, 9 on D and G. Twice. The great little lick to finish. We've got. Yeah. So we've got. So we're playing. Okay, so here we've got basically playing over an E minor chord. That's your E minor blues scale there. Okay, so E, G, A, B flat, B, D. Okay, so we've got 7, 10, 7, 8, 9, 7 on A, D and G. Then taking it up as we hit this F major 7 chord. Okay, and we've got slide into a C. So 9 to 10. And an E on 9. Then chromatic G, A, G, A flat A. So then we're going 8 to 10. Yeah. So slowly. Then we go that unusual note to finish, because we're now hitting that funky section which is based over a C7 chord. So we're hitting that 7th note, which works great. So you got. So hitting that B flat on 11. Okay. And then little bend on A to B flat and release to G. So 10 bend, release, 8. Then an E flat on 8. We kind of a bit of a pull there, kind of pulling towards that E. Okay, and then we finish with a little bit of tapping, a little bit of early tapping. So we've got so just bending D to E. Then if you hit the 11th fret of that G string, you get a B flat. Okay, so you get the 7th note of the chord. Release it, and then just a little hammer pull to finish. Okay, on C and D. So a great solo. So next we'll take a look at the outro solo. The outro solo, I'll just go through the first bit and then kind of explain the notes used for the rest of the solo, so you can improvise. It's a great fun one to play along with at the end and do your own thing. Alright, so we're starting with. Okay, so a very recognisable intro, which is just bending on G to A, on 12 on the G string, but also playing the A on 10 on the B string. Okay, and then bending F to G on 10, and also playing G on 8. So just moving the same thing down 2 frets. Then F on 10, to G on 12, then a little slide or hammer to 9, E, and then again. Then all the rest of the solo, you can play around using what I like to call a kind of extended scale or hybrid scale. So it's not really one scale, it's a mixture of kind of major and minor pentatonics. So of course you've got the classic blues scale. Okay, so in C, we've got C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C, E flat. So C minor pentatonic basically. So 10, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8, 11. Going up to 13, up to 15, F and G. Okay. But also mixing in notes from the major pentatonics. You've got E natural there. G, A, C, D. So some of the notes are the same, but we've got this E note that's new. The A natural, the D, you know, so all these notes and little chromatic notes in between as well. All these are used kind of by Larry Carlton, so jamming on the outro. So there you've already got, you're going from E flat to E. So minor to major notes there. So 8, 9, major lick, G, A, C, 8, 10, 8. So then hitting that B flat from the blues scale. C, then back to that natural, A natural note there, on 10, back to that major note. Yeah, and then it's all, you major note there, D, bend into the E flat. So again, you've got that major and that minor note. Okay, and then you've got, stuff like that. Okay, classic kind of bend into that F. That's blues scale. That's that major note. Yeah, so bend on 11, 11, 10, 8, and then you've got some minor third bends as well. So and then you got to. So you go bending from that G to a B flat, which is great. Then going chromatically down. So another great kind of licks you can play. So bending on 15 up to 18. Then 15, 14, 13. That A on 16, E flat there. Then kind of taking it up further. B up to C. Then stuff like that. So all that kind of, so again using those notes. So bending a B flat up to C there. Yeah, and G, A flat A, little chromatic. Again, that E flat, can you bend to B or or again, use that E flat and E. All right, so all these notes, okay, are great fun just to play around with. Okay, so you can take that, okay, lovely kind of combination of major and minor scales, and have some fun. So next we'll take a look at the bass. For the bass part, I haven't transcribed the whole thing note for note because it would take forever to go through the whole song. Basically, once you know what the chords are and what bass notes you can play over those, you can kind of like freestyle it and have some fun. All right, so we're starting with the funky bit on a C7 sharp 9 chord. So on that, I was just playing around with the C note up through the A string, and also just little fills, little chromatic, open E, F, F sharp, G, open 1, 2, 3. Classic kind of way to fill in on a C7 chord. Put B flat there as well if you want. Okay, one, well, all these notes work. Okay, and also after the guitar solo, instead of doing that on the same chord, I went up to just play that C up on, all the way up on 17 on the G string, which is a nice little variation there. So that's that kind of C7 sharp 9 funky section. And then in the verses, I'm playing an A minor chord. So over that, I'm just playing mainly just root, fifth and root. So I'm just playing 5, 7, 7. Just improvising with those notes. You could put a seventh in there as well, a G. That all works. G there, just again root, fifth and root. Seventh in there works too. F, 1, 3 and 3, and B flat 1, 3 and 3 on the A, D and G strings. Again, if you want to put seventh in there, whatever you want, but just following the chords. And again, you've got that twice on the verses, and then we've got so I'm just playing a F to G to A to G, the octaves. So 1 and 3 on E and D, 3 and 5, 5 and 7, 3 and 5. And then the only really specific bass line I'm playing is D, G, F, 5, 5, 3. So on the A and D strings, and then E, A, F, E, D. So 7, 7, 8, 7, 5. Again on A and D. And then second time after we're into the chorus, after the second verse, and the chorus is again just using root, fifth and root there, just playing a D, A and D, E and B and E. So 5, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9. Okay, and those chords, so 3 times. Then you got an F to a G, or here 1 to 3, or 3 to 5, or both, whatever you want. It's back into a funky section. Okay, so that's your main verse chorus sections. And then just before the guitar solo, you've got that you've got an E, to an A. So you put 7 to 5, that E minor 7 flat 5 to A7. And then we're just going up the scale, A, B natural, C sharp. Take us into the guitar solo. So I'm playing D to C, B to E. So I'm playing 5 to 3 to 2 to open. Then climbing up, F, G, A. So just coming down an A, just doing root and fifth if you want to, just root. To G, 3 and 5, F, 1 and 3, E, open 2. Okay, and then we've got this little shift where we got bar 2 4, D minor 7 to B, so just play D to B. Okay, then we've got a bar of E minor 7, so again, just filling in there, root and fifth, little fill if you want, is E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Just using the E minor scale there. Little extra notes if you want to throw those in. Bar D, C, again I'm just using those 5 7 7, 3 5 5. Then single notes here, E to D. Okay, and then we've got a we're back into the verse section. Okay, yeah, and then up to that high C, and you just got verse and chorus, and then we're just playing out on these notes, descending F to E minor 7 to D minor 7 to C. So I'm just playing 8 10 10, 7 9 9, 5 7 7, 3 5 5, and combinations of those. Alright, so just play about with the bass part, as long as you're hitting the right kind of root notes and putting in those little extra notes, mainly root and fifth, but little passages if you want to throw some in. Have some fun with it, and it's a great song, a great one to dive into, and great tune. So thanks for watching, buddies. Cheers.